So now we've got our BBC microbit working, and we've learnt how to download scripts to it, and we've programmed it. We're going to look at something a little bit more advanced. Okay, still staying quite basic for the moment. So we're going to look at what these two buttons here do. If we go to input on the right hand side, we can have on button A pressed. There's also on shake, on pins pressed. So these are the pins at the bottom. So on pin PO or 1 or 2 or whatever. But we're just going to focus on the buttons, which button's being pressed. So I'm going to drag on button A pressed, and I am going to go to basic and I'm going to put show string hello. Then I'm going to go press input on button A pressed again, but this time I'm going to change it to B. Okay, notice we could have A and B together, and I'm going to say show string. I'm going to pop in on goodbye. So that is basically as simple as it is to get the button. So when I run it, nothing happens. But if I click button A, it says hello, and you'll notice it scrolls across. And if I press button B, it says goodbye, and that scrolls across as well. So the next thing to do is to compile that again. So we're going to compile it. It tells us, yep, we've compiled it. I'm going to show that in fact, I've already got my folder open there with my script in. So the next stage is to plug in your microbit if it's not in already. Okay, and remember you have to plug the USB into the two sections, so the one at the top and then the one at the bottom. I'm not going to show that on the video. If you want a reminder, look at the first video. So I'm going to plug that in, and it's now appeared. So I'm going to drag my script once again across. And if you've got a previous script on there, what it does, it will delete the script that's on there already, and then it will overwrite it with this script. Okay, again, it takes a little bit of a while. It disappears. Well, it should do whilst it's rebooting. It's not disappeared this time, but usually it does when it's rebooting. But that means now our script is on there. So now that script is on my microbit. If I press button 1, it comes up with hello in lights, and then it stops. And if I press button 2 on that side, it will say goodbye. Anytime I press another button, nothing seems to happen because I have to wait for the first button to finish. Again, I can have hello. Okay, and I could have hello again. But basically I'm now reacting to those buttons, and that's kind of slightly more advanced code.